I appreciate everybody being here. This is a public courtroom, and we do live stream things, so you can watch this on YouTube, but it's a public courtroom which belongs to the public. I just work here for 42 years. So on any given day, anybody is welcome to come in here and watch what we do. So thank you for taking time out of your day to come in here in this important case that we're going to address here in a minute. Normally that row right there is for attorneys. So now that you guys are all sitting there, I'm going to have you sworn into the Michigan bar so you can be lawyers and have all the aggravation that comes with that.
Nobody wants that, Judge.
They all shook their head.
They don't want that.
It's like, no, thank you. Harley J. Bontrager. Just a moment.
Judge, may I approach with the advice of rights?
Yes, thank you. Everything is electronic. It used to be in a paper file, but those days are gone. This is a more formal charging document than the original weekend document that was originally filed. Are you Harley J. Bontrager?
Yes, sir.
And you're here with your attorney, Jessica LaFond?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Ms. LaFond.
Good morning, Judge.
The allegation in this case is that on June 30th, that you were driving a motor vehicle on Indian Prairie Road, just a few miles into Michigan, while under the influence of alcoholic liquor, and by operation of the vehicle, you caused the death of Rosalie M. Yoder. That is a felony punishable by up to 15 years imprisonment and a fine of up to $10,000. Carries 2 points on your driving record, and it carries 6 points on your driving record and requires that your license be suspended. Count 2 is the identical count on Marcia A. Miller, operating while intoxicated, causing a death. There are people here, I suspect, on behalf of Ms. Yoder, Ms. Miller, and on your behalf, another lady in the Amish community, Troyer, died recently, but that's not related to this. So this matter is of considerable interest in the community and particularly in the Amish community. In Michigan, when you're charged with a felony offense, you have a right to have something called a preliminary examination. And a preliminary examination is a hearing where it must be determined that there is probable cause to believe that a crime was committed and probable cause that you did it. Mr. Bontrager, you don't get found guilty or not guilty at a preliminary examination. That's supposed to be set within 14 days of today's date. We also set what's called a pre-exam conference before that time. You have posted a bond in the amount of $40,000 cash for surety. There are a number of conditions on that bond, which we'll address here in a minute. going to show that you're pleading not guilty and set a pre-exam conference. Ms. LaFond, in the normal course of events, the pre-exam conference would be July 25th, I believe, and the prelim would be August 1st. Does that work for you?
Judge, I have already talked to Mr. Bontrager about the possibility of needing to waive the 21 days because of the, I would say, significant amount of discovery that there will be in this case. I don't know if we can do that on the record or if we can sign a 21-day waiver now. I did speak with Mr. Marvin, who indicated that he's waiting on that discovery as well. I don't know if.
All right, well, you have a right to 14 days for the first one, 21 days for the preliminary examination. This will probably be helpful. I won't be here, and Judge Pattison will be there himself. I would set the pre-exam conference for August 1st and the prelim for August 8th. Is that acceptable?
That sounds good, Judge. Thank you.
All right. August 1st is a Tuesday. That's my day. And that pre-exam will be 8:30 in the morning. If there is a preliminary examination needed, it will be 8/8. That's also a Tuesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. The prosecutor, these cases very often take a while to resolve. There may be accident reconstruction experts looking at the scene. Modern vehicles have a little device we call a black box in the vehicle, which can be read out, and it would show how fast the vehicle was going, when the brakes were applied. Things I didn't have when I was a prosecutor. We used to have to measure skid marks and do other things. Now they've got a computer that will tell you how fast the car was going and what was what. There may also be waiting for lab reports regarding blood alcohol level or other things. So we're going to back this out a little bit. The pre-exam conference will be August 1st. It will be right here in this courtroom at 8:30 in the morning. There may not be a lot to see that day, but anybody is welcome to come because it is a public proceeding. If there is a preliminary examination, that will be on the afternoon of August 8th. And that would be when testimony would be taken about what happened. Is there probable cause to believe a crime was committed? And is there probable cause to believe that he did it? If that's so, the matter will be transferred to the circuit court for a trial. He also has the right to waive that hearing after discussing this with his lawyer and getting all the police reports and photographs and autopsy reports and accident reports. They may determine just by reading all of that that there is enough probable cause, and he can waive the right to have that hearing, simply have the matter transferred to circuit court. He's retained attorney LaFond. She appears here regularly, and so does her firm. So she's not going to make any decision until she's had a chance to see all the evidence. Now, let's talk about your bond conditions. You live in the state of Indiana, and you have my permission to reside in Indiana. But the bond also has some other conditions I want to remind you of. You're not to use any drugs or alcohol. You're not to use or possess any firearms. You're not to have any assaultive or threatening behavior. And I think you're under pretrial supervision. Did you go and meet with Melissa regarding that? Do you have a tether on?
No, just
That's up, the portable one. All right. Now, I'm familiar with the Rumspringa concept. Because I've been here since 1980. And so you're trying to decide whether you're going to join the church or not. That's certainly up to you. But all these other conditions apply. I expect you're gonna be in compliance with everything we've ordered. Stay in contact with your lawyer. Are you still at the East 160 South address in Lagrange?
Judge, I would just note that temporarily he's staying at the Psalm 51 Ranch in Sturgis. He is still technically residing at that house on, well, no, that Lagrange address actually is not the right one, Judge. I can give you where he'll be staying when he's not at the ranch, or if you would like to use the ranch address, I'll leave that
What's that?
for the ranch, Judge.
Yes.
The ranch address is 67138 Schimmel Road, Shimmel, Sturgis, Michigan 49091. Would you like the other address,
No,
Judge? or
that's fine. Is that the old Heartland Academy?
I don't know the
I'm
answer
not
to that,
familiar,
Judge.
but all right, anyway. Are you employed?
He's not working right now, but there is work on the ranch, of course.
All right. Well, it sounds like you're addressing things. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Ms. LaFonda, anything else we need to put on the record here?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, you may go to Indiana to visit your family or for employment. You can't go to any other state without permission of the court. All right, for the rest of you that are here, thank you for being here. You're welcome to come next time or the time after that or anytime. You're free to go, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
We have another person that showed up late.